Hey everyone, in this video we're going to give you a tour of this awesome DIY camper van with some pretty unique features, including an indoor hot water shower. It was built by a young couple in just 2 months and a half. They've since moved into the van and traveling all the way down to Central America. In this video they're going to give us a full tour. They'll also go over the challenges of the building process, and they're also going to talk about their budget for building the van. So let's go meet up with them. This video is sponsored by the Great Courses Plus. We'll give you more information at the end, plus a link to a free trial.
We decided to build the whole thing ourselves, not having any experience really. We decided we'd give it a shot, and so far we're pretty happy with the way it turned out.
I think it turned out a bit better than we thought. You don't really know what you're getting into once you start building, and thought it would look a lot worse, but after 2.5 months of work put into it, I think it turned out pretty great. We're both really happy about the results. So we got our van about 2.5 months ago. We started doing the build, as soon as we got it. We both work full time, so we do it mostly at night and on weekends, stuff like that. Yeah, we have 2 weeks left of van building. We've got a few things left to do. Mainly the electrical system's not 100% yet. We really went all out, I think, on the design of the van. We really wanted to incorporate a lot of things that a regular house has, I guess. So we have the shower, we have a full electrical system, we can cook, we've got full plumbing, everything, gray water system, all that kind of stuff in here. So we've got bulk of our plumbing underneath here. Just swivel the table around and open these guys. We got the 30-gallon freshwater tank out in the back, and we just fill it through this pipe right here through the back, just like a gravity feed. And then we've got this is the hot water tank. It runs on a 120 volt system instead of the 12 volt. And then we got the SureFlow water pump right there with a little pressure vessel and a little filter down there. And this kind of feeds everything. There's a line that runs to the sink here, and another one that goes underneath under my feet here, under all this stuff, and then back up in the shower over there.
I'll show you our kitchen. We've got an electric 12 volt fridge here. It's a Dometic DC 400. That's it, and we've got the little lock on the side there to close it so it doesn't open when we're driving. Got a little storage room with our electric induction stovetop there that we can take out, and we've got some plugs on the side right there for that. So we've got the sink here with a 7-gallon gray water tank that we really wanted to put in here so that we can use it 4 seasons. We've got this a bigger gray water tank under the van that Alex will talk about later. That isn't 4 seasons because we didn't insulate it. And then we've got our fresh water that comes from over there. Here we've got some more storage. We've got a pretty big closet that we put a pole there to hang some clothes that we don't want wrinkled because we won't be ironing anything. Also got a little hand vacuum. Got another pretty big drawer in here, and everything electrical is in here and in here. So over here we've got our dining table, and the pole underneath, we can take it off and that will become our bed. We don't have our mattresses yet, but they will come down and then make pretty much a queen size bed. So we decided to get our van with wraparound windows. We really wanted a 360 view. Well, it's almost 360. We also were able to get them with little latches that push them, they open, so it's really good for air circulation. With our fan in the ceiling, I think we'll be able to cook, and for the heat it'll be great in the summer. We also got these really great screen doors in the back here. We got them from Amazon. Somehow the back one fits great. It's just for regular patio doors. So I'll show you guys the shower. Go. So we fit our portable toilet right in there, and then we've got our little shower over there. So we put the drain on the right side here. It's right under the toilet. We think we'll be able to shower with the toilet in, but if we want more room, then we can just take it out.
We have a 4-gallon hot water tank out in the back there, and all the plumbing goes underneath and comes up here. We've got a gray water tank underneath. It's just mounted by the gas tank underneath, and all the plumbing just goes right down there. We got a little shelf there, put some soap and whatnot. We got this Thetford toilet. It's just a it's kind of like a little porta potty. It's a cassette toilet, they call it. You can do your business. It's got the fresh water on the top, and it's got like a little black water on the bottom. You just take the cassette out and you can go dump it in an authorized dumping site. We have one solar panel mounted. It's a 270 watt panel. We got a second one that's going to go in the back. And after that, we've got our battery bank all underneath here. We can open this as a fake drawer we did, just so that we can have access to everything. And in there we have two AGM batteries. They're 250 amp hours each. And we hope we have enough power with that. It's a bit bigger than most systems we see. But main reason why we wanted so much battery power is that we didn't want propane at all. It somewhat sketched us out a little bit to have propane in such a small space. So even the cooktop, we have an induction cooktop that runs on the on 120. So in our van, we sort of have like two electrical systems. We've got the 12 volt and the 110 or 120. So you can see it a bit with the plugs. We've got the standard house plugs that you can kind of see somewhere around here. And then we've also got kind of a unique feature. We have the electric hot water heater, and that also runs on the 120. It does take up a lot of power, which means we have to spend a lot of money on electrical. We have a big power inverter, and then you can kind of see the 12 volt stuff sort of runs like the little water pump. It runs USB outlets that we have. Yeah, all the lights, the fridge. We got the fan again on 12 volts. On the other side, we've just got a bunch of storage here. But right now it's all our tools, because again, we're not done our build. We've got about 2 weeks left. So, but eventually this will be bedding and clothes and stuff like that we'll hide in here. Underneath here, this is just extra storage. We sort of lifted the bottom to be able to put some long stuff, because most of the storage is already kind of used and there's nowhere to put any long things. So we wanted to add like a table that we can bring out on the beach, and some chairs and stuff like that. So we've just got the little latch here. And there's another one in the back as well, and we can just slide anything long in there, and it's a full 6.5 foot storage spot for stuff like that. So we have two installations. We have foam board on the ceiling and foam board on the floor, and then all the wall cavities are with Roxol comfort bat insulation. We have a Reflectix vapor barrier, which also, I mean, it's good for the sun, and it also is a good vapor barrier if it's all installed properly and taped up. So we have that on top of that, and then a bunch of furring strips that have the air gaps and stuff that they recommend. And
so we tried to get as much storage in the van as we could. We were able to fit 5 overhead storage areas. We've got these hydraulic cylinders that are really great, because then we don't have to hold them up. We don't know what everything's gonna hold yet, but a couple of them are obviously gonna be a pantry, and then probably some pots and pans. We also have the pot lights that we went a little overboard with. We've got a lot of them, but we thought a lot of lighting was important, so we've got all of the ones underneath, and then we've got these that dim, and we've got 2 more there. Only thing we missed is the shower, but I guess we'll be taking showers in the dark. So for the cost for the build, well, there's the van itself. We ordered it. It's a 2018 Ford Transit, like we mentioned, so we did get it financed. For us, it was the best option. We got really low monthly payments, and then we were able to save up money to be on the road for a year. Down to the cost for the conversion itself, I guess, we calculated 12 grand. So that's for everything. Electrical, the solar panels,
plumbing, everything. We had budgeted 15,000 for the conversion, kind of a guess that we took, and then so we're almost done now, and we're at 12,000 Canadian dollars. Yeah, the main thing is the electrical system, because we didn't want any propane. We had to spend a lot more money in batteries, so we spent close to 4,000 just in electrical. So 12,000 is just material and equipment and stuff like that.
We're taking a year. We plan on driving down to Panama That's as far as you can go without chipping your car.
So we don't really have a game plan exactly where we're going to be, which month, and how long we spend in every country. But the main thing is just head south as quick as we can, and then we'll just take it from there and spend a few months and meet people and find things to do and go from there.
So we saved up enough, we think, to live for a year on the road and keep up our van payments. We don't know what we're going to do with the van after. We would love to keep it. Depends where we end up, what we're doing. If we can afford, I guess, to keep it, we would love to.
So I think the most challenging part about building a van is you see all these photos and everything looks beautiful and it all looks easy, but then once you start, you realize that there's a lot of crooked corners and like weird areas that you have no idea how to get a piece of wood around it or something like that.
You can't level anything for one because it's a van.
Yeah. You're used to building with a level, but you pretty much have to take your level and throw it in the trash and go from there, because I mean it's getting things straight. You don't know what to measure off of, what to be square off of, and you just kind of take guesses and go off one piece and see where it ends up. And sometimes you make mistakes and you either start over or you look at yourself and you're like, well, that's good enough, and we'll accept that one. And yeah, if you want to try and build a van yourself, do a lot of research before, like we. But
also just do it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Just get started. You know, you don't need to have it all figured out on day one.
Because you won't.
Yeah, you won't.
Even if you think you do, you won't.
You won't. There's so many things that are just unknown, and you just figure it out once you get there. And I think if you want to do it, it's a lot of hard work, but it's very rewarding once you're done.
Don't be afraid too. Like, especially the van life community, I think, is so open, and people are willing to give all their tricks out.
Hope you enjoyed this video and checking out the camper van. If you want to follow Marjolaine and Alex, you can check them out on Instagram at the Marnie Hut. We also want to say a big thank you to the Great Courses Plus for sponsoring this video. The Great Courses Plus is basically like a Netflix for learning. They offer a subscription to an on-demand video learning service with lectures and courses from professors and experts from places like National Geographic and the Smithsonian. The subscription gets you access to over 11,000 video lectures about all kinds of different subjects you might be interested in, and you can watch the courses on pretty much all devices. They even have an app so you can stream your courses from almost anywhere. We recently rewatched some of the Spanish language courses when we were in Spain just to brush up on the basics, and it was really helpful. The courses are very well put together. If you want to try some of these courses for free to see if you like them, the Great Courses Plus is offering our viewers a free trial. The link to get the free trial is thegreatcoursesplus.com/exploringalternatives. Or you can click the link in the description below to start your free trial today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.